Hey everybody, David here, and today I'm doing a all-new video for the 30-day film challenge, and this is day 2, and for day 2, the next challenge on the list is a film you like that starts with the first letter of your name. Yes, I have a list here of not just one movie, of a couple of movies that I actually own on DVD and Blu-ray because, I figured if I liked the film a lot, I would probably own it on DVD or Blu-ray. And I have like over 1,100 titles in my Blu-ray and DVD collection throughout the years of collecting them since whenever DVDs were a thing. And yes, I decided to pick more than one so I'm cheating a little bit on this one because I want this video to be a little bit longer than just 1 second. And let's get right through this. These are some titles that I have in my collection. Some of them I really like a lot, and some of them I don't like as much, but I have it in my collection because maybe I bought it without watching it. I'll go through the list. So the first one on my list, I have Dante's Peak. This is with Pierce Brosnan, and I believe Linda Hamilton is on here. It came out around 1997. It was about a volcano erupting. It came out the same year as another movie with a volcano called Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones. And I think the Tommy Lee Jones one was the one that made more money in the box office. I don't remember, but I think Dante's Peak is cool. I think from what I remember, it was an alright movie. I don't remember hating it. Maybe I should go and check it out again. Same thing with Volcano, because I think Volcano was the sillier one, where it was like the volcano was treated like a monster, while Dante's Peak actually had a little bit more research put into volcanoes. I don't remember, so don't take me as fact. It might be a dumb, dull movie, but I'm just going by memory here. The next on the list is Daredevil. That's right, the 2003 Daredevil film with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. I actually enjoyed this movie. I don't hate it like some other people out there do. I think it's a fun, guilty pleasure superhero movie that definitely fitted that time of where superhero movies were. Yeah, I thought it was a cool movie. Next up is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, probably the best Planet of the Apes movie by far. Definitely my favorite one, not just of the new trilogy, of Planet of the Apes, period, because the older ones are kind of outdated by this point, but the new Planet of the Apes trilogy was the best. This one was the second one, definitely the Dark Knight of the Planet of the Apes trilogy. So there you go. Next up, I have Dead Poet Society. This is another great movie. I actually saw this sometime after Robin Williams passed away. I wanted to see. I like having marathons of actors that I really enjoy, especially after they pass away. I get a whole bunch of movies that were some of my favorites. Dead Poet Society was one that I never saw, but I bought it because I wanted more Robin Williams movies in my collection, and I was pleasantly surprised at how great this movie was and how I didn't watch it earlier in my life. Another one, Deadpool and Deadpool 2, I'm putting these together. Of course, these are great movies. I love the Deadpool franchise. I'm hoping that Disney goes forth with a Deadpool 3 with Ryan Reynolds back in the title role, because I'd be so sad if they didn't continue with Ryan Reynolds. And that's a character you can easily slide into the MCU, have him acknowledge, because he's the one that breaks the fourth wall. You can even have him make fun of the idea that Fox bought him out, or Disney bought him out, and now he has to be crammed into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though maybe he doesn't want to or something. They could have so much fun with that, while still making Deadpool his own thing at the same time. So hopefully good will prevail, and someone at Disney will realize what they have. Next is Deep Impact. I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen this movie in a long time. It's sitting on my shelf. I probably have seen Armageddon, which also came out the same year as this movie, in 1998. but Deep Impact, I guess, was the cheaper version of that. I should really go back and check it out. I remember enjoying it. That's why I bought it on DVD. But ever since I bought it, I don't think I went back to actually rewatch it. It's just sitting on my shelf collecting dust. Moving on, Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2. I don't think I have the third one. It doesn't look like I added the third one here, so I guess I don't have the third movie. I'm good with the first two. I was burnt out after Minions. They're good movies. They're enjoyable. I like them. Next up, Diamonds Are Forever. This is the Sean Connery James Bond, and I think it's his last movie that he did. Yeah, I like Diamonds Are Forever. It's not the best Sean Connery Bond film, but I think it was a good one. Dick Tracy, I have in my collection. Yes, Dick Tracy. I remember liking it when I was a kid. Again, it's another movie that's in my collection that's just collecting dust. Die Another Day. I know a lot of people said this was the one that killed the Bond franchise for a while. I actually think Die Another Day is all right. I didn't mind it. I know a lot of people feel they started going over the top with the gadgets and stuff. That was cool to me. I liked it. I liked Halle Berry's character in the movie. There you go. I like Die Another Day. I also have Die Hard, Die Hard 2, and Die Hard with a Vengeance. The other two Die Hards are not in the D category because I guess Live Free or Die Hard started with an L, and what was the other one? A Good Day to Die Hard. Yeah, that was the worst one. So thank goodness that doesn't start with a D because that was. Yeah, but the first three Die Hards, I'm happy to have them share the same letter as my name because the first one and the third one, Die Hard with a Vengeance, those are the best ones. Die Hard 2 wasn't too bad, but it's not as good as the first and third one, but for the most part, this is a great trilogy right here, so there you go. Dinosaur. I have Dinosaur here. I like Dinosaur. If you guys don't remember, it was the first CG animated film Disney did. Because I guess Toy Story started the whole CGI computer animated films. Then they had Bug's Life. But Disney started with a Dinosaur, which I remember had a great score, number one. I have that score on my iPod. And it was, I thought the animation looked great at the time. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember it more freshly than most films. District 9 is a great film. That's another movie that shares the same letter with me, District 9. I love District 9. I haven't seen it in a long while either, but it was a good one. Django Unchained is another great one that I have here. Obviously, we need to have one Marvel Cinematic Universe movie here. Doctor Strange, the 2000. Doctor Strange it's a good movie. It's not my favorite MCU movie, but hey, I'm happy to share the same letter of my name with Doctor Strange. There we go. Dogma. Again, I saw this again recently because I had a Kevin Smith Ask You Universe marathon, and yes, Dogma. It's a really funny film. I think one of Kevin Smith's best, personally. So there you go. Doctor No. The third James Bond movie that starts with the letter D. That's the first Sean Connery film, and yes, I really do enjoy it. Dragonheart is another good one. If you've never seen Dragonheart, check it out. The original Dragon. I know they made some direct-to-video sequels, I saw one of them, and I was like, no. This is not Dragonheart. Dragonheart to me is the original with Dennis Quaid and David Thewlis. I think that's the guy who plays Remus. I forgot the character. He's in the Harry Potter movies. The Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. He was the dark arts teacher in that movie. Remus. I forgot what the character's name is. And I'm having a Harry Potter marathon this week. It's crazy that I can't remember his name, but he was the bad guy in that movie, Dragonheart. So there you go. And Jason Isaacs, who plays Lucius Malfoy, is also in Dragonheart. So you get kind of two actors from Harry Potter in Dragonheart fighting Dennis Quaid. Moving on, Dredd. with Carl Urban. Yes, this is a really great film. I have it in 3D on Blu-ray, and it's just a really badass action film. Uh, Here's one from my youth: DuckTales, the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp. This was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. I actually went back to watch it recently, and sometimes it's good to have memories as a child because sometimes movies don't hold up as well. Today, it's fine. It's a fine movie. I still enjoy DuckTales, the original DuckTales movie, and the show. Of course, I have nostalgic feelings for it. But when you watch it as an adult, you realize it's good. It's better as a kid when you're a kid. Moving on, Due Date. I actually like Due Date. I don't know what other people think about Due Date, but I know it wasn't. It's from the director of The Hangover, and starring Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis, and it's one that cracked me up when I first saw it. And maybe I need to rewatch it again and see if my mind changed on that or if it still holds up. Dumb and Dumber I have here, and yes, I love the original Dumb and Dumber. I have Dumb and Dumber 2 also. It wasn't as good as the original one. A lot of people would say it was terrible. I don't think it was terrible. It was fun seeing Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels back together again. But yes, the original Dumb and Dumber is the best one. No contest. Then you have Dumbo. I have both Dumbo movies in my collection. I prefer the remake a little bit more, only because the animated film is a little outdated. And look, not to knock things down that are outdated. The animated film is a nice, cute film. And look, the new Dumbo isn't a masterpiece of a movie, but it's another nice, cute adaptation of an animated film. I think they're both good in different ways. Some people would argue and say that the new one sucks. I disagree. I like the remake of Dumbo, and there you go. Next up, the last one on here, because I have, is Dunkirk, which was Christopher Nolan's last film before Tenet. Yes, this is the only film. Did I say Dark Knight? I don't think I said Dark Knight. Dark Knight should have been here. IMDb does not read it as a D movie, and that pisses me off because the Dark Knight trilogy is the best trilogy of all time. But going back on Dunkirk, yes, Dunkirk was cool. It was fine. It was good. Not my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. I prefer Inception or The Prestige or Memento over Dunkirk, or of course the Dark Knight trilogy. But look, whatever, I'll take it. Dunkirk. I'm going to say The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises also. I know they're not on here for some reason. Why doesn't IMDb list them? I know the is like the first letter, but some people don't count the. So it should be in the D section with me. But look, IMDb, you messed up on this one. With that being said, guys, what movies do you like? Share a letter with the first letter of your name. You know what I'm trying to say. With that being said, hopefully this video was productive for you. If not, like the video anyways. I could always use a like and the support. That's always awesome. And hopefully you guys are learning a lot about me with these videos. I don't know if this one had anything to do with learning about me. But if it did, thank you. With that being said, until next time, take care.